Imagine a situation where a single mistake in the date causes a huge drop in the stock market. That's exactly what happened to ASML, a Dutch company that accidentally published its earnings report a day earlier than planned. This unexpected move led to the most dramatic share drop on the Amsterdam Stock Exchange in 25 years. We'll look at exactly what was behind this fall, what numbers the company eventually reported, and how this big company can directly and indirectly impact your portfolio today. Hi investors, this is Chris from 𝗕𝗂𝗶𝟐. None of the information in this video is investment recommendation. Always do your own detailed analysis. But first, let's take a closer look at the company. ASML is a Dutch technology company that specializes in making machines for lithography, a key process in semiconductor chip manufacturing. Its technologies are used to create extremely small and precise patterns on semiconductor wafers, a necessary step in the production of processors, memories, and other chips that power modern electronics. ASML is the only company in the world that manufactures EUV, extreme ultraviolet, lithography devices, making it strategically indispensable to the entire technology industry. EUV lithography uses extremely short wavelengths of light, around 13.5 nanometers, to project patterns onto semiconductor materials. This allows the creation of very fine structures that are much smaller and more precise than those achievable with older technologies. In short, shorter wavelengths allow for higher resolution and thus the production of smaller transistors on chips. This is what is then presented by, for example, Apple. So in the latest iPhone, we now have 3nm technology thanks to ASML. In the current situation, the company still enjoys a dominant position in the market for lithography machines. It holds approximately 90% of the global market share for advanced lithography devices, and as a result, supplies its technology to leading chip makers such as Intel, TSMC, and Samsung. ASML thus occupies a key role in the semiconductor supply chain that underpins many industries, including automotive, medical, and consumer electronics. A comparison of these companies or the segment as a whole is available to all 𝗕𝗂𝗋𝗔 Black members in the form of a unique octagon score. ASML's unique position has made it one of the most valuable technology companies in the world. Its monopoly on EUV lithography means that it is virtually indispensable to chip makers, allowing it to generate stable revenues and sustain long-term growth. With growing demand for chips driven by trends such as artificial intelligence, 5G technology, and the Internet of Things, IoT, ASML is expected to continue to play a key role in the global technology ecosystem. If you want to know not only the fair price of ASML and be at the heart of the stock market, become a member of 𝗕𝗂𝗋𝗔 Black. Plus, you get detailed stock analysis, news on portfolio companies, or a portfolio P-tracker with dividend calendar. However, all is not as it may seem at first glance. ASML shares fell 16% after the Dutch company posted financial results a day earlier and issued disappointing sales forecasts. ASML said that the early release of its results was the result of a technical error that led to the report being posted incorrectly on part of its website. The plunge in ASML shares led the critical semiconductor firm to lose 48.7 billion euros. The move also dragged down other chip stocks, along with NVIDIA, AMD, and Broadcom. Dutch company ASML said on Tuesday it expects net sales for 2025 to come in between 30 billion euros and 35 billion euros. This information is available at immediate speed to all 𝗕𝗂𝗋𝗔 Black members in Flash News. Bookings of new equipment for the latest quarter were 2.6 billion euros, well below the consensus estimate of 5.6 billion euros. Net sales, however, beat expectations, coming in at 7.5 billion euros. While AI continues to show strong development and upside potential, other market segments are taking longer to recover. It now appears that the recovery is more gradual than previously expected, the company's CEO, 𝗕𝗂𝗋𝗆 said in a published report. In addition, ASML faces tougher business prospects in China due to export restrictions in the US and the Netherlands. Last month, the U.S. government imposed new controls on the export of critical technologies to China, including advanced chip-making tools. The Dutch government has announced plans to take control of ASML machine exports to the country. ASML ultraviolet lithography machines are used by many of the world's largest chip manufacturers, from NVIDIA to Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, to produce state-of-the-art chips. We see China moving toward historically normal percentages in our business, Dassen said. So we expect the connected business to be about 20% of our total revenue next year, which would also be consistent with its representation in our backlog. In its earnings presentation, ASML said 49% of its sales come from China. In a note released after ASML's results Tuesday, Bernstein analysts said weaker than expected orders and a disappointing outlook for 2025 overshadowed otherwise very respectable financial results. Meanwhile, analysts at Cantor said the unfavorable outlook for ASML is clearly disappointing and will impact the semiconductor stock. However, they added that the company's updated outlook in no way suggests any change in the AI growth story. So, to recap, ASML is simply an indispensable company in today's modern technology world. Thanks to this drop, which is clearly overdone, the stock has come in at a very interesting value. But the drop also affected other stocks in the segment, which have seen declines over the past week. Thanks to this, investors can now buy in at lower prices. You can find a fair price to help you make a buying decision in the Fair Price Index on Bullios, which includes not only companies in the semiconductor sector, but more than 1,500 other companies. With a large market share where a company has a clear monopoly, it can get into a skirmish with the antitrust authorities. We looked at the current example with Google, which is now actively addressing this situation in a recent video. So check it out. Good luck with your investments.